Hi, this is Amanda Box, naturopath and writer for Barton Publishing and Home Cures at Work. Today I'm going to show you how to make water kefir. It's super easy to do and it literally costs just a few cents to make. So it's actually a two-step fermentation process and I'm going to show you both steps today. You want to make sure you've got glass jars. They're very important whether you do a gallon or a half gallon. These are half-gallon jars that I'm using. And you want to get a hold of some water kefir grains. You cannot use milk kefir grains. They have to be water kefir grains. So ask around to your friends or search around the internet. There's lots of people giving them away and selling them. So the first thing you want to do is add your sugar, which I'm doing a half gallon, so this is half of 3/4 a cup, to your jar. And you're going to add just enough hot water to dissolve the sugar, no more than that. If you add any more than that, the heat will actually kill your kefir grains. And they're not actually grains, they're actually symbiotic cultures. So they're essentially just bacteria. So if you can't have gluten and you hear the word grains, you don't have to worry about it with water kefir grains. So that looks good and dissolved. And then you want to add enough filtered water until you're almost to the top. So and it has to be filtered water. The chlorine that's in just tap water can kill your kefir grains. So, and another tip, never let your grains or your kefir water touch metal. Metal, again, will kill your kefir grains, so it's not as difficult as it sounds. So, okay, and now you want to throw in your half an eggshell. You can use this or you can use mineral drops, so this helps feed your kefir cultures. And then add in your grains. Okay, and then you're going to cover it loosely so it gets air. So I'm using cheesecloth. Some people like to use just like a tea towel. You can use a rubber band, or I've got part of a lid here that works perfect for me. And then you're going to sit your jar just on your counter for 24 to 48 hours. So you want to make sure it's in a place that's 70 to 78 degrees. Any cooler, you might put your kefir grains to sleep. Any warmer, you might kill your kefir grains. So most people's homes are 70 to 78, so it should be fine. Okay, and your next step is taking your fermented kefir water, which this has been on the counter for 48 hours, and I've already made one batch with this, and turning it into your flavored kefir water. So you can use whatever flavor you want. Today I'm going to be using raspberry. So and you can also see too the difference in color, and this is much cloudier. So that's how you'll know when it's ready. So you want to take your kefir water and filter those grains out. So and those grains do multiply, so I have a ton of grains to keep for myself and make more or share with my friends. So once that's filtered out, I'll set that to the side. And you're going to pour it in another container. Now you can use your jar again if you want, but if you use some kind of bottleneck bottle, then you're going to get more carbonation and more fizziness. So a lot of people like to use, they're called Grolsch beer bottles. They have kind of like one of those snap tops. I use champagne bottles with the plastic stoppers. So they work really well for me and they hold more than those beer bottles do. So, but again, you can use a regular jar. You just won't get as much carbonation. So you're going to take your kefir water and you're going to fill it to the bottom of the neck. And then from there, you're going to add your flavoring. So you can add ginger, you can add lemon, you can add peach, whatever kind of juice or flavor you might like. Just experiment. Like this is when it gets fun, is when you get to try all kinds of different flavors. And I have just enough. And what I did is I took some frozen raspberries and put them in a strainer and strained out the juice, so I've got raw raspberry juice right here, and that's what I'm flavoring my kefir water with. So I got my daughter's little pitcher here, pouring it in with, works perfect. So the main thing you want to remember is to leave a couple inches from the top, because if you get too close, you're going to have an explosion from the carbonation. So then you put your top on and sit this on the counter again for 24 to 48 hours. You can taste it after 24 hours and see if you like the flavor. If you want some more carbonation and maybe it's too sweet for you, then you can sit it out another day. You don't want to go over 48 hours or again, you might have an explosion. So once you get to that mark where you like the flavor, you put it in the fridge and then enjoy it like a soda. We call it pop for our families because my kids can't have soda, so this is their pop and they love it. So I hope you enjoy making kefir water, and I'll see you again soon.